Now that we have our transect line, it's time to find points to graph. So for this example, I've outlined 2 points along our transect line, which are both at the 2,000 meter mark. So the elevation, the x-coordinate on our graph, is going to be 2,000 meters. But now we need to find the y-coordinate, which is the distance along the transect. In order to do that, we need to look carefully at the key on our map. So it shows that this distance here is about 5 kilometers. But how do we measure that out? So conveniently, that distance is about the distance here on my finger. So I can use that to measure from point A to point 1, which is almost exactly 5 kilometers. You might also think, oh, then the distance from point B to point 2 must also be 5 kilometers. Therefore, that is our y value for point 2. However, that is not correct. In order to find the distance along the transect for point 2, we must remember that the distance along the transect is from point A to any given point. Therefore, we must add the distance from point A to point B to the distance from point B to point 2, which we figured out was 5 kilometers. So we need 5 kilometers plus some number in order to find our distance along the transect. So using our little finger measuring, we're going to estimate the distance from point A to point B, which we estimate is about 10 kilometers. So now we've got 5 kilometers plus 10 kilometers is 15 kilometers. So our point that we're graphing for point 2 on our graph would be 2,000 meters by 15 kilometers.